Hello all, and welcome back to HighPriest Reacts to DeathBattle. Something I haven't done in a while. Took me a while to refamiliarize myself what the score was, which, because it's this first time watching one of my reactions to DeathBattle. I like to keep score of what the person I pick wins or dies. It'll be shown the scoreboard I use will be shown at the end, but I remember now I've gone 6 right and one wrong. I also don't keep count for the episodes I've had the events spoiled for me, which so far I think is only the one with Android 18 in it. But yeah, let's get to this DeathBattle. I went ahead and skipped the ad for Mog by Mog or whatever.
Being alone in the mountains, submerged in the Antarctic,
or if you're really unlucky, getting iced by one of these cool warriors. Sorry, that was bad, even for me.
Subzero, the cryomancer ninja.
Broomstick.
And Glacius, the icy alien with a killer instinct. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. For untold generations, the Lin Kuei assassins waged war with their rival splinter group, the Shirai Ryu. Desperate to claim victory in the bloody conflict, the Lin Kuei resorted to drastic means of recruitment for able-bodied soldiers, no matter what age they were.
So, kidnapping children?
Kidnapping children.
Well, at least they got to be ninjas. I bet their tiny little bodies would be even stealthier.
Turns out 2 of these kids just so happen to be descendants from a race of extra-dimensional beings experienced in the art of ice magic. Their names were Bi-Han and Kuai Liang.
With the Lin Kuei's training, these brothers
I'm vaguely familiar with
Sub-Zero's the finest warriors in the clan.
And whether it started as a joke or he just thought it was badass, Bi-Han adopted a brand new name, Subzero.
Yeah, I remember Subzero young died and
Subzero was so
older
fierce and
took
driven,
over
he
his
became
name.
directly responsible for the complete annihilation of the rival Shirai Ryu clan.
Unfortunately for him, one of them, called Scorpion, survived. Well, kind of, and decided to kill him right back. Which obviously pissed off Kuai Liang, who decided to do the same to Scorpion, and got it. It's like high school drama, but with murder.
Striving to honor his fallen brother, Kuai Liang assumed his brother's mantle as the champion of the Lin Kuei. Sub-Zero was reborn.
Subzero.
This new Sub-Zero is a master of Shotokan karate and Dragon Kung Fu, and enhances his martial arts with his deadly cryomantic abilities.
Subby can freeze the moisture in the air to do tons of stuff. He can make his own personal slip and slide, perfect for surprise attacks. He can form all sorts of weapons out of thin air, like daggers, swords, or even ice hammers. But best of all, the dude can make ice so cold, it instantly freezes anybody who touches it.
This can be achieved through Sub-Zero's Ice Blast projectile, or the Ice Clone technique, both of which completely immobilize his opponent for devastating follow-up attacks.
Did he just make a perfect sculpture of himself? Why doesn't he go into the ice sculpting business? Dude would make a killing. Ooh, just, not the literal kind. He's got that down already.
Sub-Zero can also implement his cryomancy and ninja talents in what appears to be near-instant teleportation, an unexpected ability which baffles even his fellow assassins.
Yeah, I'm not so familiar with the killer instinct guy, so at the moment I think I might just stick with Sub-Zero, but
how though?
I'll decide who I'm siding with on this when
after
I've heard
his enemy, Sub-Zero
right before the battle begins.
About tearing them to bloody shreds with one of his fatalities.
Taking after his dear old bro's favorite form of murder, Sub-Zero can rip a person's head off with their entire spinal column in tow. This one's for you, Bi-Han. If he's feeling particularly nasty, Sub-Zero will toy with his opponent. He'll encase their lower half in ice and force them to watch helplessly as he tears them in half. Or for a quick death, he'll put them in a deep freeze that shatters like glass.
At most, it takes Sub-Zero approximately 4 seconds to freeze which in real-world physics
I've never seen that one, that before. That's great.
In that time, he would have to lower the surrounding temperature to negative 6.5 million degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a stupid amount of cold.
13,000 times colder than absolute zero, to be exact, making it a temperature which literally cannot exist.
And yet still not as cold as my ex-wife's heart. Ha! Anyway, Subzero has more than earned his reputation as one of the most fearsome fighters in the Mortal Kombat universe. He's strong enough to break titanium statues with a single chop, quick enough to dodge an oncoming rocket, and he defeated some of the best warriors across multiple dimensions, like the lizard dude Reptile and Taven the half-god, who single-handedly defeated dozens of Lin Kuei assassins. He's beaten his rival for life, Scorpion, several times, and even took on Batman?
Through sheer willpower, he survived injuries no normal person could walk away from, like getting torched in the face by a flamethrower, or being double impaled through the torso, and then torched again.
Whoa, that's a lot of blood! Like, how does he have any left?
I know, right? But that pales in comparison to when he underwent the procedures which turned him into a cyborg, and then was blown apart and reassembled into human form while still conscious.
Damn, what a tough son of a bitch!
But don't overestimate him.
I'm sorry,
Subzero
what?
keeps company with powerful spirits, undead wraiths, and immortal gods,
Yeah.
he's not one of them.
What?
He may have incredible powers, but he's still just a mortal man. Also, his emotional baggage and desire to live up to his brother's name has clouded his judgment more than once.
But that didn't stop him from becoming Grand Master of the Lin Kuei. He changed their goals, turning them to the side of good, and even formed an alliance with his old rival Scorpion over a nice brunch. Life couldn't get any better. And then they found dragons!
Shirai Ryu, dog.
Lin Kuei scum!
Death is more honor than you deserve.
Beyond our solar system, advanced civilizations are governed by the 88 decrees.
Oh.
Should anyone dare violate these laws,
Huh.
they will find themselves targeted by the galactic
I like the
Marshals.
treasure planet thing.
Space cops. One of these alien officers was sent to Earth to investigate an eerie distress signal.
I always like
But
that
he was
movie.
shot
Well,
down
whatever
by a
I see it
world-dominating
uses
corporation
other
called
stuff.
Ultratech. You know, evil Walmart.
Ultratech had reverse-engineered equipment from an alien crash some decades prior, the Roswell incident. However, the use of advanced technology by less developed species is a clear violation of the 88 decrees.
Kinda like if you saw a chimpanzee pick up a flamethrower. It'd be awesome, but you'd want to take it away real quick.
Determined to correct these wrongs and return home, the alien marshal set his sights on bringing Ultratech to their knees and recovering his lost technology. And if he couldn't, he'd just blow it all up.
It was Ultratech who codenamed him Glacius.
Right, so he's a dickbag then.
Don't let his name fool you. Glacius wasn't always known for his fancy ice powers. Actually, he comes from a race of aliens with weird telekinetic abilities.
By manipulating simple molecular structures, Glacius can use the environment nearby to create armor around his inner body. This came in handy when his ship was shot down in Antarctica, and he lost his native shell.
So he had no choice but to make a new shell out of ice, which permanently turned him into an abominable snow monster.
With this new body, Glacius developed a fighting style to make the most of his new capabilities.
Glacius prefers to fight at a distance, using his long-range ice-bending attacks. He can turn his limbs into huge ice lances to keep enemies at bay, create spiky hail projectiles, and even summon spires of
Well, little
ice
I know,
from
Killer
his
Instinct
opponent.
says
And
Ultratech are also a bag of dicks,
an ice
but
sculpture of himself?
More or less, that is the Shatter Technique, a powerful burst of energy.
yeah, it sounds like
which
this guy
summons
and the people he works for,
mysterious
but also a
uppercutting
bag.
ice
No
sculpture.
different.
Perfect for opening up some sweet combos on his foes. Still, for all his keep-away game, you'd think he'd be a total chump up close. But remember how he can move ice with his mind? Well, he can melt it too, including himself.
By turning his body into liquid, he can evade oncoming attacks, surprise opponents from below with the aptly named Puddle Punch, and even completely dissolve people into nothing. And as an added precaution, he can summon extra ice to his body to serve as thicker armor, though his molecular telekinesis is too limited to maintain this armor for long periods of time.
He may be made of ice, but Glacius can still hit hard enough to launch opponents several stories into the air, including the 550-pound Fulgore units Ultratech is known for.
He's cunning enough to not only infiltrate Ultratech's highly guarded facilities, but also surprise attack its highly advanced robotic CEO, Aria. Before making his move, by Arya's own calculations, Glacius was able to drop the temperature of the entire room by 122 degrees Fahrenheit in 0.026 seconds. That's a quarter of a tenth of a second.
Just like Sub-Zero, he can lower a person's temperature by like thousands of degrees to freeze his opponents completely solid. And then he makes them explode with his mind.
Maybe Glacius' real name is Kelvin, because that's colder than absolute zero.
I feel like that was some sort of nerd joke.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make a joke ever again.
Anyway, in Glacius' mission to bring down Ultratech, he battled and defeated dozens of killer robots, a zombie pirate, a genetically engineered dinosaur fighter, and a werewolf.
He even killed Cinder, the guy who's made of friggin' fire. You know, opposite ice.
Glacius is ridiculously intimidating, but he does have a weakness. His natural body within the ice is fragile and defenseless. His entire fighting style is built around keeping foes away for this very reason.
So, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Glacius?
That's gross.
What? He looks like a giant popsicle with legs. Come on.
You know what, Boomstick? You're fucking weird. Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of these cold people makes me think of refrigerators, which makes me think of food. So here we go. Now, I'm a man who likes a good home-cooked meal, but going out to buy or hunt my own food is a hassle. If only there was some way food could be brought straight to me.
Good news, Boomstick. Introducing Blue Apron.
Battle!
Right, okay. I'm honestly not sure what you're root for. I mean, a lot of Sub-Zero's tactics won't work on the guy made of ice, but... Well... But that doesn't mean he's not capable of working without those tactics, and... Forget it, I'll go with Sub-Zero. Alright, okay. Let's see if this is added to, see if I'm right or wrong this time.
Your race is new to me. You will know the chill of death.
Fight!
It really depends on whether or not he can destroy the guy's real body, or if Glacius can kill him. Before then.
Challenge accepted. You're a formidable warrior, but you lack conviction. Time to die.
Well, I suppose that answers that. Never mind. Here I was about to cause myself loose.
That was just ice.
And here I was going to have to say I lost that. Yeah, alright, let's hear what they say.
Cold.
Glacius and Sub-Zero seemed to be a near match in terms of cryomantic abilities, but it was Sub-Zero who had the training and the power to bring Glacius
See, that's
down.
what I was thinking, but they
Sub-Zero
didn't really
has
put too
fought
well. The
ninjas,
training.
robot
about
ninjas,
it.
secret agents, movie stars, gods, and even fellow ice warriors. Glacius really didn't have anything Subby hadn't seen before.
And while their speed was fairly similar, Sub-Zero's impressive reflexes and ninja-like skills gave him one of the most important edges in this fight. He could maneuver around Glacius' keep-away strategy, and his teleportation kept him a step ahead. even able
Yeah,
to
I
avoid Glacius's
didn't,
liquid
I forgot
form.
about the whole
And while
ice
Glacius
teleport
did
there
possess
for a moment.
minor form of telepathy, there's no evidence to suggest that it was used for anything other than direct communication.
Sub-Zero could take a lot of hits, so he wasn't going down easy. But if you put their defenses side by side, Glacius's ice armor does seem better. But it really didn't matter because Subs could just chop right through it.
Sub-Zero could shatter titanium statues in a single blow.
Yeah, I should have remembered that detail.
1,000 pounds of force per
I
square
mean,
inch.
I picked the
And
winner,
titanium
but
is
still.
obviously tougher than ice. Assuming Glacius' shell is composed
Yeah,
of blue
that
ice,
was something
the
I
purest
didn't
and
even think
toughest
about.
form
Him
ice
being
can
able to
take,
break through with
it would
these
still
kids of the
only
body.
take at most 50
I thought he might be able to do it, but I didn't think he really would.
his entire body in half.
And he didn't even need to go that
Wasn't
far.
sure if he
Just
really
get to the
could.
squishy insides in the middle.
Man.
I guess you could say that Glacius had his expectations shattered.
The winner is Sub-Zero.
But,
Hey, I'm
yeah. That was a great fight, like always. Always good fights on this show, really. Generally, I prefer the 3D fights, but that was actually pretty good. That might be the fact that it's been a while since I've watched some, so... It's been a while since I've watched, you know, a DeathBattle style DeathBattle. But yeah, that was entertaining. Yeah, I'll just stick the thing right here now so you can see it. Just the score change. Okay, but yeah, that was a good death battle. I agree with the logic, though I'm sure there are lots of salty fans who disagree. That's kind of the standard. Admittedly, I do think some of them have a point now with the Yang versus Tifa battle, for instance. But that's because, to be fair, even they didn't have all the information about Aura and all that, even though they were working directly with Rooster Teeth, so you think they'd have told them that. Oh. But, even then, a lot of the points people bring about Tifa beating her are, well, bullshit. But, that's, yeah, topic. Point is, it was a good battle. I agree with the reasoning. I don't see any flaws with the reasoning. And, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe. This is HighPriest signing out, and I will see you all next time, folks.